What's going on, Charlie?
I'm Jean.
Thanks for tuning in to Multicasking, Jean.
Yes.
We're going to do some rye whiskey today.
Do it then.
Which I like the glass topper. I'm a sucker for glass toppers. We have a Waterford right there that's got a glass topper.
There's a couple of them around with some glass toppers.
Ransom. That's already got water in it.
Don't put it in that one.
Rye whiskey. You know what? I have no idea what the mash bill is. I'm going to see if I can get it right from memory. Is it?
We don't know it.
We don't know it. That's right.
I don't think we know it.
Because it's got like 6 different things. This one, the 2018 World Whiskey Awards Grain Whiskey of the Year. I put on there, I needed to read the bottle. This has unmalted rye, malted barley, unmalted barley, crystal malt.
Crystal malt.
As opposed to meth. Crystal malt, never heard of crystal malt. And malted wheat, 6 grain whiskey, 46.7 is your ABV. So 90 to 93.4 proof. And I put on here to read the bottle. I'm guessing I just meant
just the grain
stuff.
Just the grain.
Rye, barley, and wheat. So if you've had this, let us know what you thought. This is from an Oregon distillery, distilled and bottled by T.
Never been to Oregon.
Ransom. Does Oregon exist?
Yeah, it exists.
It's Idaho that doesn't
exist. It's Idaho that doesn't exist. And you want to know why Idaho doesn't exist?
Preach, Gene.
Who knows anybody who has ever been to or come from Idaho?
Here's another one for you, Gene.
Yeah.
Who's there? You ever heard someone say, "Hey, we're going on vacation this summer. Where are you going?" Idaho.
No.
No one's ever uttered that sentence.
No, nobody says that.
It's like, where are you going? Kansas. No, you're not. You're not going to Kansas for your summer vacation.
You may not be going to Kansas, but you at least
drive through.
Have been from Kansas.
Fly over it.
You know, you probably meet a lot of people who've been like, yeah, I spent some time in Kansas, or I'm from Kansas.
Yeah.
You know?
Like Michael Vick.
There.
Michael Vick spent 2 years in Kansas. Leavenworth, but he spent. Yeah, he was here. Gene, what you get on the nose there?
Leavenworth is a prison.
What's also a town?
Well, it's got a prison in there.
Well, this is some rye whiskey.
Well, I get that wheat though. I get that. For me, when I do wheat, what are you doing?
You get a coin.
I get that black licorice. I get that dusty cornfield.
Well, right when I put it up to my nose, I got, okay, it's sweet rye, and then the rye instantly went away. And are they calling themselves a rye whiskey? Rye? No, it's just a grain, isn't it? So that tells me there's not 51% of anything in here. Okay.
Ain't nothing, just a bunch of mutts.
We've had a spayed and neutered, both.
I get a lot of buttery, like a toasted wheat bread with smothered in butter.
I can't tell. First of all, I can't tell. The unmalted rye is, I think, more predominant than the malted rye in this. But I can't tell if it's. Do we know an age on this at all? Do we have one written down?
I don't think I do.
I can't tell. The point is, I can't tell if I'm smelling new make White Dog whiskey or if it's the unmalted rye, which to me will smell a little bit, have this little bit of a characteristic with unmalted with.
I don't have any
whiskey
age on there.
Aged a minimum of 4 years.
There you go.
Boom. Read the bottle.
Read the bottle.
Charlie. Okay, so probably not any new make then.
Read the bottle.
So it's gonna be the unmalted rye, which I get a sweet note on. All that, just to say 2 sentences.
Okay. This is also, you know, when you go to like I don't know if it's a fair or like some kind of a show. We have one at we have a Century 2. They sometimes do like shows in there.
So they may have a building.
Like a fair type of thing, and then they have these
You mean arts and crafts?
Yeah, like an arts and crafts.
Okay.
But they have a little corner where that sells these roasted nuts. And they've got that roasted nut smell.
Yep.
But this is a little bit different. So take that smell. And this time you're going to take one of those nuts and you're going to cover it with cinnamon sugar.
Yes.
You're going to cover it in cinnamon sugar, but it's a nut. Then you're going to take that and put it in the oven, and then you're going to toast it. And so instead of toasting it and then covering it with the cinnamon sugar, you're going to cover it with the cinnamon sugar and you're going to toast that, because this is like a toasted sugar on top of a nut.
How can you toast something in an oven? That's called baking.
You got your toaster oven on.
That's true. Toaster oven. So everything you just said, but for me with a raspberry drizzle, with some figs, some raisins. There's some dark date notes. You want to go on a date later?
Okay.
Okay. Dark date
With
notes. Me.
Oh.
Drink more. I like better.
I'm going in.
Go in. I'm gonna look hot and sexy here in just a few sips. This has some dark notes. Well, we like to have a good time. We like to laugh. We like to laugh. Thumbs up if you like us. Thumbs down if you don't like me. Appreciate your subscription to the show.
You're funny sometimes.
It's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I'm funny 100% of the time.
Oh, I need 5 more sips.
So the longer this sits and opens, I'm getting brown sugar. I'm getting, it's like a raspberry fig Nutella note. It's intriguing.
Ooh.
It's intriguing.
What is that? I'm gonna tell you what that is.
We're all ears.
Okay, you are making some brownies. You're gonna make some brownies. You're gonna make that brownie batter. But you go to lick the spatula for the brownie batter. But it's not just brownie batter. You got some raisins mixed in with your brownies for some reason. I don't know who would put raisins in their brownies because it doesn't sound like it'd go great together. But these are soft, fresh raisins stuck in my brownie batter. And then maybe some spice cake around it.
Yes, I thought so. So, Gene, what had happened was I forgot to read the whole bottle. So I'm sitting here. Okay, so it opens up with everything you just said. But there is like a dark, tangy, red berry vibe. This, Gene, aged in Pinot Noir cask.
Get out. No, stay.
Okay. Pinot Noir cask. This is aged in Pinot Noir cask. I thought I was going to say it's like got a Cabernet finish. But yeah, aged. We go. Aged in used 60-gallon toasted oak barrels, most of which formerly held Pinot Noir.
Okay.
So this
That's where that pretty red color is coming from.
This absolutely has that wine barrel finished note where it's like a tangy Nutella that's got raspberries in it.
It's very thick.
Here's what I was genuinely worried about as I was drinking this. I'm like, I'm gonna drink this, and then it's gonna be like when you drink red wine and suddenly you haven't brushed your teeth in 14 years because you have the red teeth, and like, she doesn't smoke crack, folks, I promise.
He hates it when I drink red wine because my teeth get that red film over it and it looks like, looks like they're falling
it's like
out.
50 shades of
You ready for
dentistry.
Yeah, so then I switched to white wine, which I don't like as well, I gotta tell you. But I do it for him, so he doesn't have to see my nasty teeth. The little things. It's the little things.
It's the little things. It's like that 50-second circle of the toothbrush. Thick, viscous. This is the last sip. I was like, I have to chew this, but it feels red. It feels like my teeth are going to be stained by drinking this. That's how predominant the wine cask notes are. This is intriguing.
Okay, I was wondering where the rye was. I'm gonna put some more water in there actually.
The rye is there, but it's more for me that more of the unmalted rye than it is the malted rye. That raw rye note. But the Pinot Noir is masking a lot of those other notes. It's so predominant on the palate.
Water now. So the 1 drop of water, I was starting to get some of the lemon. I was starting to get some of those rye notes, which is why I put another drop of water in there. But I think I got too much water in it now because I think it's a little bit watered down. No,
then I won't add more.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Drop of water. The rye is there on the forefront. It cranks up the mid palate with those rice spices, the baking spices, the allspice.
Cranked up mama's peppers though. Woo!
I don't have that. Hello. Yeah, love it. What? Don't have any of the spices or the peppers there.
Mama do.
I like it more now than I did on the uncorking. Phone, Gene.
I have it on silent. It's just on the buzzer.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Yeah, so on the uncorking, I'm like, this is gonna be like an after dinner drink. This is like a dessert drink. Too sweet for me. It is not too sweet for me now. It is intriguing. This is packed with flavors. If you are someone who has everything and you're tired of the same bourbon notes, seek this out. This is tasty. I dig it. 87, what'd you do, Gene?
And 86.
I thought you were gonna go to 88 actually, but okay. Wait, yeah.
86.
With the belly button. No face, but got a belly button. And
Yeah.
deformed arms.
Well, I didn't have time.
Did not have
I didn't
time.
have time to do it belly buttons, faces.
I don't know which one of us bought this actually.
I don't either. Probably me because I never heard of it. Sometimes I do that.
With a glass cork? Well, yeah, we wouldn't have known it was
wouldn't have
glass
known.
because it's covered in black.
So, guess on a price.
$60.
54.
Right where I thought it'd be. I don't have a problem with that. This is unique.
Unique.
It's an award-winning uniqueness. I like it.
Yeah, and it comes from a state that exists.
That's true. Appreciate you existing. I'm Charlie.
I'm Jean, and I hope you are just as thirsty as we are.